Travis head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh!
This will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Oh, you got lucky.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The
You hear
sideline,
that? He
the
saved
friend
it.
there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the
Take your
sideline,
video,
able to
man.
retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Got a man. It's Brown. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
I look like that was
Taking it in
visible
from
with
40
Lamar.
yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I forgot he can't throw a ball.
Not the
I mean,
first
this
time
thing
on his
was
drive
hitting
he's
the
going to take
side.
matters into his own hands, and this time
Yes,
he
he
finishes
fumbled.
things off with a touchdown
Yeah,
run.
but
You're not going to be happy with me,
Okay.
but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Brown Burns didn't want to even.
Davis from the
Yeah.
top rope. I like it.
No.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped
They
off
had
by
a
the
punt
touchdown
return for
run that came from Lamar
touchdown. They
Jackson.
had interception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the
Pitch it
touchdown.
out of bounds.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time to get another look at Carolina's offense. And while they come out onto the field here, Charles, just looking back to their game last week, they lost another one to Washington, 29-21. That's 4 straight losses now, 5-7. Strange to figure this team out. I know one thing. They were in the Super Bowl, 4 or 5 years ago? Since then, they've had 2 losing seasons, and they're on pace for a 3rd in the last 4 years.
And it's hard to believe because one calling card of Carolina has been defense. And Ron Rivera, the head coach.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton also trying to fit it in, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh my God, I put it
It's
right there.
intercepted.
Go Brian Burns.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brian Burns has been the star
They
of
can
Florida
confuse even
State.
the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
I'll let it
Well, I'm
say
trying
it.
something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Callie, here's some YouTube video.
To throw again. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Second hospital block program here,
20. Newton on first down. Flush to his right. Past the 20. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
Wow.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goal.
Boom, right before the half.
Do it for this first. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st and 10, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked at the 24. Tim Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Newton now to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
He can run for it, and he will. And boy, he
Yeah,
is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
McCaffrey will try to run it in, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Golden. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. Your right-handed rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Newton to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Now it's Jackson.
Where is he
going? And it's incomplete.
It's like he doesn't even look
sneak there. But it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens.
2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. 2nd It's complete to Snead. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Being chased out, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On second down, it's Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Jackson.
Hell,
Down he goes. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You got Lucky Burns that gets you.
Second touchdown of the night.
He has
These guys
you.
are back within a single score.
So had you.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Evades the tackle, and now some space.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot,
54 yards.
that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check 99, check 20.
Now it's Newton. Rolling to his right. Receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
They're short. Lots of cuts and stuff.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too...
As he's taken down. K1 short. In there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. There's Jackson on third and long. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the morning.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
They showing Lamar Jackson. That's the guy that got whooped up. He got whooped. Lamar. He still got whooped. He got picked off 4 times.
Yeah, I got on off the line. I got on running.
He got intercepted 4 times.